Well, it's a Raiders sports-packed week here in this new edition of Raiders Sports Block. Girls softball was finally able to host their season opener at Lee Field on Monday after almost a month of delays and postponements. Facing the Milton Wildcats, it was a pitcher's duel between Raiders' Julia Pearl and Wildcats' June Henry through 4 innings until the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs, and the Raiders' offense just catches fire. Jessica Haar, reaching on an error, steals not 1 but 2 bases back-to-back. Sammy Tong then drives Haar in for the first Wellesley run of the game, breaking a scoreless tie. Sarah Goss then rips it to left to keep the inning going, now with 2 runners on base. Julia Pearl, already pitching a shutout, connects on an opposite field RBI double, and it's now 2-0 Wellesley. With Raiders on second and third now, the next batter, Karen Yee, pops it up shallow, but Milton Meg Kelly cannot get it, and both runners easily score for Wellesley, and the Raiders have a 4-0 lead, all coming with 2 outs. Bottom 6, Raiders take advantage of the Wildcats' defensive errors. With 2 on, Sammy Tong's grounder to Jackie Losi gets scooped up by Losi, but the throw is way too high. Tong is safe, and 2 more Raiders cross the plate, and it's now a commanding 8-0 lead for Wellesley. Julia Pearl's force out would bring in yet another run, and we head to the top of the 7th with the last 3 outs for Milton to somehow figure out how to erase a 9-run deficit. But the Raiders quickly put Wildcats away, and Wellesley comes away with a solid home opener win over Milton. And behind an impressive 2-hit complete game by sophomore pitcher Julia Pearl, the Raiders shut out the Wildcats easily by the final 9-0. Boys volleyball, coming in at 5-5, looked to move past the 500 mark, and they had the perfect opportunity to do that, facing the struggling 1-9 Brookline Warriors on Monday. Early here in the first set, though, Brookline takes a 3-2 lead on a kill by Chris Hakimian. But Raiders take over the lead and start to pull away here, and after Andrew Lell's emphatic kill, Wellesley has a 9-6 edge. Warriors are still sticking around, though, only down 14-10 until Raiders' Charlie Bolton, with commanding serves, builds the Raider lead, and after some clutch aces, helps put Wellesley up for good this time, 18-10. As that momentum would continue for the Raiders, and they take the first set by the score, 25-13. After yet another commanding second set, Wellesley goes into the third and possible final match, leading 2-0. Like the first match, though, Warriors do a great job keeping pace with the Raiders early on, and are only down 7-5. Later, after a Raiders counter shot lands just out of bounds, we are suddenly tied up here, 8-8. But any momentum Brookline was hoping to hold on to quickly disappears as they start to turn the ball over, making costly mistakes and not finishing shots. That helps Wellesley out for sure, as they capitalize on those turnovers, now leading 16-10. Raiders would then go on to take the third set as well, 25-12, and in a convincing 3-0 sweep of Brookline, improved to 6-5. Raiders would also beat Weymouth on Wednesday as they earned their 7th victory of the season. Well, the game of the week would definitely be girls lacrosse on Tuesday, as a great Bay State matchup between the 6-0 Raiders and the 7-1 Norwood Mustangs would face off. You knew this game was going to be a hard-fought battle, and this one definitely did not disappoint. Here in the first half, Wellesley takes a quick 2-0 lead before Norwood's Casey Smith nets 2 scores of her own to tie it at 2 even. Sammy Hayes' quick stick goal would then give Mustangs a 3-2 lead as they score 3 goals unanswered. But Sophie Vernon's restart goal here would be the equalizer. Carly Boyle makes a great save on a Sammy Hayes' point-blank shot. Caroline Alieri would bury the tie-breaking score, and that puts Wellesley back on top, 4-3, as a close opening half comes to a close. Second half begins, and right away Cecily Doctor scoops up the loose ball and with a ton of speed is determined to get that ball in the cage. And Doctor does just that, nets it top shelf for a 5-3 edge, and only 14 seconds have ticked by. Later though, now down 6-3, Mustangs go on yet another 3-0 run. And after Casey Smith somehow gets this shot into the back net for her 3rd goal of the game, it's all tied up here at 6-6. But Raiders do not panic as a team. Caitlin Tchaikovsky runs downfield and buries the go-ahead goal. Sophie Vernon makes a great effort here, moving in and out of Norwood defensive traffic to score another clutch goal. And the lead is now by 2 for Wellesley, 8-6. Raiders run away from the Mustangs the rest of the way, and this time it's a deficit Mustangs can't erase again. And Wellesley's offense, scorching their opponents with over 100 goals scored already early in this season, beat Norwood by the score of 12-7 and remain unbeaten at 7-0. Raiders baseball would have a matchup against their neighbor rivals, the Natick Redhawks, on Wednesday. Coming in at 1-4, Wellesley would have their ace on the mound, senior Jack Dolan, hoping to somehow help them pull out a much-needed win. In the first 5 innings, Jack Dolan is lights out, striking out 5 Redhawks in the first 2 innings alone. Redhawks pitcher Nick Scott was also impressive on the mound, and so we are still scoreless here until the bottom of the 4th, when Raiders are finally able to get to Scott. With 1 out and Peter Stabnick at the plate, Stabnick rips the ball to right for a much-needed single. Next batter up, Harlan Binder connects on another Wellesley single to make it 1st and 2nd with only 1 down. Connor Himstead's grounder to second should be an inning-ending double play, but it goes for a TJ Collins error instead. The ball gets by far enough for Stabnick to score all the way from second base, and the Raiders hold a 1-0 lead. Wellesley still up by 1 here in the top of the 6th. Tosh Campbell, patient at the plate, takes the 3-2 pitch and drives it deep to left. And despite Peter Stabnick's diving effort into the fence netting, Tosh Campbell ties it up at 1 with just 1 swing of the bat. Redhawks still batting in the inning. Brian Dunlap gets hit by the pitch. Then Dolan's pickoff attempt almost works, but Dunlap slides into second safely ahead of the tag. So still with 1 out, Redhawks now at the corners. Raiders look to get out of this jam tied, but cannot get the double play to go here when Tommy Ranucci, with a ton of speed, beats the throw. Ranucci is safe, the run scores, and Natick now leads 2-1. So we go to the bottom 7th, last chance for Wellesley. Pitcher Nick Scott quickly gets 2 outs before back-to-back walks to pinch hitters Alex Matt and Jack Tishman gives Raiders one last opportunity to tie things up here. But with 2 on and 2 out, pinch hitter Isaac Weicker pops it up shallow right for the 3rd and final out of the game. Raiders strand 2 more as their offense continues to struggle to score runs. Jack Dolan pitches another gem that unfortunately goes down as a loss. Natick holds on in the end. 2-1 is the final here at Sprague. But that does it for this week's episode of Raiders Sports Block. As always, thanks for watching. Wellesley Public Media gets you the coverage you need to catch up on all Raiders highlights. Check us out on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube channel under Wellesley Media Corporation, and right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39.